giving out ideas. Anyone, any group want to come forward to give their suggestions?
Yeah. Each group will have a chance, so we'll just go around.
Alright, Stephen.
Stephen.
Sarah. So pretty much, my team here, we're going to talk about practical things in life. Pretty much, we've been learning side quotes and all that, but I think we've gone past that. And now we want more practical things you do in daily lives and stuff like that, which we are doing in youth group now. But now we just talked about service activities. I was thinking more service in terms of, we keep saying we know Swami's messages, we know his values, we know everything. But what are we doing with it? Nothing. We're still staying within our centers, doing our low budgets and stuff, but we're actually not doing anything outside the community. So why don't we grab these values and teachings and be actual Swami's messages and help people outside instead of staying within our groups.
Awesome.
Amazing idea.
And just a quick follow-up, are there any service projects in particular that your group was keen on or came up in your conversation?
You don't give us enough time.
Okay.
Next group. The girl power.
Sarah here. The girls thought about going out in the community. They were quite inspired by Uncle Jaga's talk on interfaith and how we could do that and how we could use other platforms, perhaps having a drama festival out in the community where we attract other youth from other faiths. Another good idea that's currently being done down in Pali is planting. So wasteland where things are being planted. So maybe looking at projects where we make an environmental impact. And also small activities, giving it more power, I would say. Like, activities are existing, so maybe the youths just need to take a greater look in and see if they can fit in with someone there.
Awesome. Let's give it up. Should we do 3 boys in the middle?
We're just checking if they have some backing behind.
So Jeff was talking about Youth Day Out, and it's been pretty successful in part, and numbers are increasing, and it's getting more people to attend youth on Sunday as well. So yeah, we just put that. And so it's a bit more personal to me, but I didn't really mention it to these guys. Was blood donation. I mean,
What was that?
Blood donation.
Nice.
So I was talking to Kurgan maybe a few months ago, and he mentioned that the turnout was huge. It was like hundreds at a time, and now it's like pretty hard to get even like 20 people going. So I figured we should start that off. Yeah.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
So come to the elders, the senior youth, sorry.
Parents support and parents suggestions is everything for the youth. So you would like some suggestions from parents as well?
I was just thinking on what Geeta has said about a drama festival. And then just before that, Auntie Jyoti and Uncle Guna and I were talking that simple living and high thinking, just because we've been doing that in our teen youth sessions. And it'd be nice as a universal way to demonstrate that in a drama. And Uncle was saying they did something in Malaysia that was quite powerful. So it's just a suggestion.
Awesome. So we'll need the parent support, so please give them a hand. The sisters in the back.
There are some parents over here as well. We would like their feedback as well.
Thank you. I was thinking about what Uncle has said about children abandoning their parents and all that. And we have a lot of rest homes here. And I know we do some restaurant singings and all that, but I think it's important to go and spend time with them, play carom board and all that. So you are not just focusing on just singing, but other aspects of it, spending time with the restaurant residents there. So,
Yeah. I mean, definitely. In today's world, everyone is so busy. The most valuable thing you can give to the elders is your time. So that's an amazing idea. Sisters? How many groups there are?
It's with an elf to see who gets to talk.
The girls' power, you all won.
Yes, our group was talking about drum festival and how we used to sort of do more acting stuff before. Because a lot of people are not so budget focused, and so we cater to the people that are more creative.
Yes.
And maybe a talent quest of some kind. Another thing that kind of sticks, me personally, which is a bit out there, but I think the advantage that we have with being young people is that we can, relate to other young people. So we should kind of get involved with people that are, this might sound weird, but like youth offenders and stuff. So kids that are kind of like the minority, that have, had bad pasts and things, that could benefit from people like us talking to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe just involving them in the drama festival would also be a good way to start the conversation.
We've done the youth suicide mentoring training before, and that kind of speaks to some of that, so maybe doing that again and expanding.
Yes. Yes, after this point, we are actually going to touch upon a couple of things which are going to give avenues for the youth to use their talents. But before that, we want to hear from you.
We also talked about a lot of things that you guys suggested. But back in Sydney, they did a trivia night recently, so that would be interesting, like a Sydney-side trivia night. That would be good, and doing more interactive things with all the youth, the centres. Like we all do things within our centres, but like us youth, like North Shore, a small one, we don't get to interact with all the other youths from the other centres, so maybe more of those.
What did they do exactly in trivia night?
Trivia night? Oh, let's
Yeah.
So we had a Disney-themed trivia night, so everyone came as their favourite Disney character.
Oh yeah.
But the trivia was all based on Swami's teachings, and we had different topics. Everything from like the actual life of Swami. So, it took funny questions like, on which side of his face does he have a mole? And it actually took people a few seconds to figure it out, and the Frodo doesn't give it away. So little things like that, like Swami's actual life, and then we talked about the teachings, and we talked about, for example, there was a Unity of Fates component, where there were trivia questions about different religions, what are their sacred books, etc., etc. But it was fun.
Yeah. Is there any group left over here? There's two. And uncle as well.
So we talked about doing service out of our comfort zone. It's very easy to do what we're familiar with, but pushing ourselves a bit further. And one such event was doing either a sports or research type event over a day with other faith groups, so bringing in interfaith things.
Maybe an like a cricket
Being done in centres in India, where they'll have this routine of working towards different competitions or events, and then moving that around to different locations, so you're not just focusing on one geographic group.
Okay. So they participate with different NGOs or something like that?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, please.
I'd like one of the sisters who suggested, is it talent quest, you say?
Yes.
Other, I would like to take that one point further. And also in conjunction with Dato Jega highlighted on day 2 about the legacy of Sai. He mentioned about we are doing Buddha Purnima, Christmas and all that in Puttaparthi. He threw the challenge, how many of us do it in our own homeland, country? And I thought, for a start, During Baba's birthday, the youths are struggling with the school exams and university exams. Can the youths now take this challenge of putting a major public Christmas program in conjunction with Christmas, not on Christmas Day, it's either before or possibly, do a major public program that will portray the image of Sai as being an interfaith thing. Give that a thought, and all then, that's why the talent quest and all the youths put together a nice program, a pageant, coming from the Sai organization. You can do a regional program in Auckland.
Yes.
And we are thinking likewise in Hamilton as well. Just a thought.
Sorry, I just want to quickly mention what is one. You know, these conferences and all we have gone through the last 15-20 years. What is my very kind request to you? Better start something small. Out of all these ideas, start off with one and do it to the level best. And before that, please try to identify from people the commitment levels. So people at different stages in education, their work, the other commitments, and also the other problem is the mobility. They move between different countries, different jobs, and all those things. You don't want to start something far it cannot sustain. At the same time, as Uncle Jega said, there's no excuse. We have to. The commitment is something we cannot run away from this. But that is a final call that you have to make. No one can force you. So my personal request is please start something small, concentrate on one thing, one message is said, and do it to the best. It will give impact to the community.
Can I just endorse what brother said that one qualification. Take one activity, but let it not be a mediocre activity, as Uncle Jega said. Take one activity, if you want Swami to intervene, it has to be something challenging that really pushes you to the limit. But I support the proposal that there must be total commitment. Don't jump into all the activities and then halfway all dissipates. No. Now the energy is very high after listening to Uncle Jega. But this energy may dissipate. It's up to you all to sustain. Do one activity to the best.
Thank you all for your ideas and your contributions.
One more.
Yeah.
Sorry to prolong the whole discussion. But what we had this last year was a community event that's held. I don't know if many of you know about Sister Debbie Monroe in Manurewa. She's does a lot of work. She feeds 5 days a week, 5 nights a week. For most of those nights she goes out and she gives hot soup to the homeless in Manurewa. And then on Friday nights she usually takes soup to the Clinton Rec Center for troubled youth. Now most of those youth have parents that tend to be involved in gangs. And she also, on one other night a week, I think it's on Wednesday night, she holds a workshop to help troubled youth, from alcohol and drug. She does an alcohol and drug program. Now what she holds once a year is she holds a free, totally free family community day. And this is, she has multiple activities. So last year we joined in on that. And we invited all the centers to join. And so we ran a food stall there, as well as, those people who wanted to help could also help out in the sports. And we had some people doing the face painting as well. But I think it's far easier, rather than arranging a day like that yourselves, because then you have to deal with the logistics of an event and all of that, is rather, it may be far easier to rather join someone who's already doing an activity and rather help out with that event.
Yes.
Because it's far easier to do that, and that way you can focus on your set activities. And also you're fully integrating with the community, because this was multi-faith, multicultural. This is not based on any religion. She's very insistent that with those stalls there's no advertising, it's not about business, it's about helping out the community, about giving everyone a free, free food and everything, just and fun for the day to forget about their problems. And that is the whole focus. So the next one she's going to be doing is most likely going to be at the end of January in 2017. Because she says after Christmas, most families are struggling a lot more, especially in January, after the Christmas presents. So maybe perhaps if people would like to join that, we've already participated in one such event, but if anyone wants to join this, as I say, there's regular soup programs that she does in Manurewa. So she is doing multiple levels, and this is amazing given that this is someone who doesn't, she's renting a house, she's not well off or anything like that, but she's got so much drive to help for the community.
I mean, after Uncle Jaga has put so much emphasis on community, yes, that's actually a beautiful point. So what we'll do is, we have already taken so many points, and we already have platforms which are there to use some of these suggestions already. So some of the, I'll just take 1 minute and pass Uncle Jaga to just help us implement those ideas of the youth. But we currently already have, Uncle Ravi will touch upon that we are having an interfaith drama which is going to be lined up for June, which you made an announcement yesterday, which you're planning to. Yes. Service program. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, we can do it as a drama program as well. And if anyone would like to come forward with any script or something, we are more than happy to put it together. Second would be an animal welfare, which is happening on a global level. If anyone is interested in that, please contact me, sister, or also me now over here. We'll give you more information on that. Youth mentorship is used for the youth who are committing suicides. So last year they conducted a workshop and they trained 100 youth to get mentorship. This year also they are going to do that again. So if any one of you want to do that, please contact us and we will be helping you, pointing you out in the right direction.
And Sister Gita is your point person as well.
Yes. So we'll pass the mic to Uncle then.
I just wanted to say just a quick word, something that Uncle said that I thought is a good way to look at, because you've got so many things. And one of the things, you see, look at all this room. Until Edwin came here, you look like an Indian club, right? And you young people have really the capability, you understand the terrain of the youth, you also understand the culture of the country better than we adults. One of the things that Uncle said earlier was this power of one, right? How do we find? If each one of you, Uncle drew a surplus, right, could connect with a group of people, establish, this is what he's challenging me to do now with his interfaith leaders. I'm having to go out of my comfort zone and connect with Christian groups, Methodist groups, Anglican groups, Catholic groups, Buddhist groups, Islam groups. You know, we are trying to establish relationship because there's a whole army behind them. Yeah? Imagine in this room now, there's about 50, 60 of you. If you find, this is not to make them side members, okay? People who will come along and work with a common vision of wanting to promote human values and do service. It's nothing else. Yeah? That way. So suddenly imagine if each one of you pledge to find 10 people who can think and share in your vision to do service, to help the needy, to promote values. Immediately you double our army. Effectively, they're all Sai, they don't have to put some to center, you know. They're all doing Swami's work. So and not only that, this circle, which looks like this now, let's say you're a core group, this is your Sai group, and you have circles like this. At the moment it looks like a little spoke, right? But eventually what will happen is, these people will start interlinking, right? But also, the core group will now start coming into this circle. And what do you see here? What symbol are you seeing? You're seeing the Sarvadharma symbol. You're seeing how they're not only working with each other, but they're also connecting inward and with sharing the same vision and going into the community. So I'm just thinking, when you're thinking, take one and do well, as I said, but see the power you can do by reaching out and tapping with people and sharing your vision and bringing people into this project. So when we do the interfaith program, Uncle said 750 volunteers came. You've got a whole lot of people who are going to come. We can look for, and create a huge tsunami now. Okay, thank you.
So, regardless of what project you take, it doesn't matter. But this is the key. You all have to think like project leaders in any activity that you do. And what I mean by that is common sense has to prevail. For example, you must have this thought. Imagine if I am actually organizing it. If I am organizing, what help would I need? So that means, correct, you are here, that's one step. If you're just coming, okay? Let's say today is Sai Youth Retreat, okay? I come. Sai Youth Retreat starts 8:30. I turn up at 8:30. That is not project management. Whatever project, any Sai event that you come, or if that has been planned, you must think as though, if, let's say so and so is the leader, what help would he need? How can I be of relevance and how can I contribute? Not wait to be approached. Very, very important. So like, for example, this National Youth Retreat, there's so many aspects where youth could have helped. Is it? Yeah? So many, yeah? Even setting up this thing, making sure this is there, all these things that make things they're so crucial to make it smooth. If you really want to do something well, every single tiny thing has to be so smooth, like as though there's no glitch. You see the Swami students, the moment Swami just moves one finger, the students know what's happening, Like that, with any project, even if you take blood donation, we have to really think, how am I going to really market if I'm leading this? That doesn't mean that just because Mandar is the leader, I can shake my legs and then, I'll put my name there, liquid love, I'll wait for Mandar to approach me. Don't think like that. One day you will have to lead your own, and I experienced this in my own wedding. So, you all, whether you like it or not, you will have to do project management. I know some of you may already do project management, and that's where you come into details. And the earlier you get involved in this, you'll be good at it.
It's a life skill.
It's a life skill. So don't think of it as a burden or as very difficult or what. The earlier, this is what I mean. Like even when you come for a budget, even if you're not singing, check whether everything is in place. Don't wait for some uncle to come and help. Hey brother, can you help? What is this? That's why I mean common sense should prevail. You must, before the event comes already, you must ask them, say, hey, I can do this, do you want help or not? I say, brother, they don't have to come begging, That's the most important thing, not what project we take. It's whether we can come together and be an army.
What a fascinating presentation I just said. Very relevant points are made here. Some teacher, these guys are so smart, what am I doing here in the first place? You all got the ideas. But as we mentioned earlier, the blazing light of the sun needs magnifying glass. And to burn a particular forest here, you don't need 25 magnifying glasses. One magnifying glass, put down, that will burn the whole thing, forest will catch fire. So where is the focal point? Now those days in Malaysia and many parts of the world, when we are meeting, we had to find the guys who come for meetings, sometimes staying so far away, 3 miles away, 4 miles away, 10 miles away. Now technology is working in your favor. In Malaysia now there are Skype meetings going on. There are Skype meetings among ourselves, so you should be physically there. Once in a while we meet together. Once you launch the project, then everybody connects by Skype and you talk to each other, multiple, what do you call it? Now in the World Council itself, Dr. Reddy and the World Organization, we are now having, not Skype but beyond Skype, what do you call this? WebEx. You all know WebEx? You all know WebEx, you are already 85 years old. So, we have WebEx meetings. There are about 30, 40, 50 world leaders, all over the world we are on the WebEx meeting. So that means the planning and implementation discussion can take place without you guys losing too much time. That's your guys are technology gateway. Use the technology. Baba said technology is technology. Yes, let's use the tricks in our favor. So this is first thing. You set up now a WebEx or Skype. Skype may be limited, I think. More the use. Number 2, before you leave this hall, sign up and commit you want to do something. That's all. Don't say you do something and walk out. Sign up something, don't put a Swami's feet here. Swami, I want to be an active. But then having want to be active one thing, but what you want to active in, then that's where leadership comes in, okay? So now I just want to share with you a few things, okay? Brother Ravi mentioned about this, he mentioned the word 750. I think you know what he's talking about. We are interfaith project in Malaysia, all of it got together. Interfaith project for handicapped sports day. Special children, sports day for special children. There are about more than 1,000 odd handicapped came in. And we had about 750 volunteers. 750 from where? How? Not even inside, but we got all the other religious groups together. So can we, now today Devotees, a lot of people are doing a lot of things. Okay? But, can I rub this out? You already taken this down? So I want to share with you, however, all of us are very busy, You got your own work, you got your this thing, you spend all this time, all this other work. Something funny happened. Let me something. Well, don't blame me, I didn't put the marker there. Let us see what has become permanent here. Okay, liquid love is permanent, okay. You mean all this permanent stuff? I did write all that. Remember, I was able to rub off everything I wrote.
Swami also wants these things to be
permanent.
printed.
Tell you, they justify the unjustifiable. Okay, why don't you give me some non-permanent markers? What is this there? It's also permanent. Who are the bright sparks who put all permanent markers here? Don't answer the question. Give me the color of color. Okay, let me start with this, okay? You're career oriented. In what way, heaven's sake, will all the time you spend, and all this same activity no one else is doing, all these issues, how will it benefit you? I'm going to show you something once, what Swami said. Incredible things. In Malaysia, all of us are driven by this. Sarvam kalvidam brahma. What's the next line? I give you all these songs so that the Sanskrit you can know. Isavasyam idam sarvam. Ishvara sarva bhuta Sarvabhuta Namaskaram. All of you didn't come earlier for earlier sessions. These are from the Vedas, Swami talked about this. He talks about the eminence and pervasiveness of divinity. But how to know the meanings? Songs contain the meaning also. Sarvam kalvidam brahma. That describe the omnipresence of divinity, and the last word, the one that says Sarvabhuta Namaskara, the worship you offer to all the Buddhas, all living beings, everything reaches God. There's a famous saying in Vedanta. It says, the worship you offer to the altar of the temple does not reach the walking gods outside. Serve the walking gods, reaches the altar of the temple. Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. Service to man, service to God. So, dear devotees, taking this particular cue is what we're talking about now. How can we translate all this and become magnifying glass to ignite the place, the university? So, Swami talked about this. What's the benefit of all this? Swami, okay, I'm doing all this work, but how does it benefit me in my work? I haven't said. Swami talked one day, he was explaining, of course, advantage you having here is I'm going to do the drawing for you. Swami didn't draw it, he just told verbally. Okay? Swami said, you see, here is a coconut tree. Okay, here's a what? Coconut tree. And the coconut tree has what? Correct, coconut. Accidentally you all are saying it. And the sun is shining here. Sun is shining here. And what happens is now, because the sun is shining there, the shadow of the coconut tree is falling on the ground. And therefore you have shadow coconut tree, shadow leaf, and shadow what? Nuts. Now, imagine Swami telling this story. Someone asked Swami this question, what's the benefit of it? How does that make my work? Swami gave this reply. Here you have a man who is climbing this coconut tree. Okay, he's climbing this coconut tree. Alright. And when he's climbing the coconut tree, he's seeing his shadow also climbing this coconut tree. as he plucks the real coconut, the shadow is plucking the shadow coconut. So he thought to himself, see, why should I take the trouble to climb up here? No? Why don't I walk up here and climb the, pluck it here itself? So he walks along this. He reaches, what he wants doesn't come to his grasp. Swami says, this is worldly life. Worldly life you do, you go, you're grasping for fruits of worldly life. But you never can be satisfied. Always something more you want. You can't grasp really what you want, what you need. So Swami says, this is a spiritual coconut tree. Spiritual tree. If you climb the spiritual tree and you pluck the spiritual fruits, automatically the worldly fruits come to your hand. This is the Yogashema principle. Dedicate yourself to me, do my work, and look after Yogashema. Devotees, I tell you this, test it. Dedicate, you think, how can I say? Dedicate yourself to doing God's work. You will see success coming. My class exam storage, all these guys in Malaysia, they do so much of people wondering what they are doing the office work. Office work starts coming up. Incredible success. I spend a lot of time doing seva, but my office work, touch only things happen. So much so I begin to work smart without my own realization. Suresh is a good example of it. And a lot of others, a lot of the present leadership, we've got a lot of our youth, That's why they plunge themselves in the activity. They don't say, I'm doing this because I want the fruits. Do, fruits come. Trouble will come also, but the fruits will be. So this is the thing now, I'm telling you now. This is you climb the spiritual coconut tree, and the reward, the real worldly rewards will come to your hands. Just struggle for the worldly thing, will elude you always. You can't really get what you want. So devotees, youth, this is the message, first message now about work and worship. Do your work like worship and what you need in life. But don't do it because, then after 6 months doing some seva, nothing came to me. Don't do that. Keep doing. Come. When you plant the fruits, when you plant, sometimes you plant small vegetables, it will just grow like that, die tomorrow. Plant big mango seed, a coconut seed, it will take longer to grow, but the fruits you get. So, my message to all of you is this. Devotees, so many years we were in Malaysia, around the world, Sai movement is nothing new, not 2-3 years. But sometimes I go around the world, everybody talks as though the Sai movement is last 5 years old. What's happening? After so many years, in Malaysia, for example, now, 25 years of work, today in Malaysia, they say interfaith side, automatic, everybody. We are leading interfaith. Human values side. Universal concept. I tell you what, I told this yesterday. This little experience I had to show. I told you this Prime Minister of mine now went to Zambia. And I was there. I was advising the Zambian government. I'm an economic advisor to Japan, Japanese government to advise Zambia on economic development. The Prime Minister came in, Malaysia, cutting the long, short, then he came in and then I was sitting on the Zambian government side with the President and all the ministers and my Prime Minister sitting inside with his cabinet team. Hey Jega, what are you doing there? He said, I'm advising them. Okay. Then he decided that the Zambian Prime Minister, or President, the President, mentioned to my Prime Minister, Zambia is an inter-religious country. I got stunned, what inter-religious? These guys are all 95% Christians, okay? He said, you see, for example, now I am a Catholic, this man is Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah's Witness, Methodist, that is interfaithism. Then my Prime Minister said, here, my Prime Minister sitting beside this delegate, I am sitting up beside the Zambian ministers. And my President, we are Malaysia also is a multi-ethnic country, multi-religious country. See, I am a Muslim, and this minister here is a Christian, and here this minister is a Buddhist, and the ambassador here is a Buddhist, the other man is a Muslim, that is introduced. He didn't notice, I am sitting there, but he was so focusing on his delegation. So I put up my hand and I said, sir, don't forget, sir, I am a Malaysian Hindu, And the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Jega, you are a Malaysian Hindu, I know. But your side, your universal. Your side, your universal. That is the reputation established. That can only be done if all of us, adults and the people, work together. So what I'm trying to say, Devotees, think of this now. What is the brand image of Swami in this nation? Don't duplicate what others are doing. Don't jump to existing bandwagons, okay? Ask yourself, what is the national need? National need that if you do, the world, the nation will thank you for. What is the crisis facing this nation now? So I had the privilege, of the other day when I came, very next day, this will never let me rest. I come at late night at night. Next day after I arranged a meeting for me to go and meet some NGO, There's a lady called Jill. She's a team leader for the Kaipataki Community Trust. How many of you are aware of this Kaipataki area? No one knows what is Kaipataki? Who knows? He is living in we are living in
It's in Northport.
Northport, then? How many of you are from Northport?
Sorry, Glenfield.
How many of you are from Glenfield?
Not sure.
What the question is? Mind if I went there? What the question is? Not sure.
Not sure. Sai Center was literally 2 minutes drive from there.
Okay. How many of you are not sure? Now let me ask you a question, okay? Okay, I think I don't know your geography. Where is the epicenter where many centers or many youth or all Sai people are located? Which part of this Auckland? Central. Okay, how many of you are in the central area? Okay. Is there any other place other than central area? South?
East.
But how many are in the east? Okay. How far from the central to this north part of yours?
There's no traffic to be there in 15 minutes.
That's very close, no? The reason why I'm asking this question, anyhow, no one's asking you to go to office hours. All the services you are doing office hours, I would say. On weekends, there's no excuse. Anyhow, the point is this: where is the epicenter of the force you can have? And at least within the periphery, of that. But now that particularly is not relevant. With the Skype and WebEx, you can immediately move together. Now, I met this lady called Jill. Her hand. And when we were there, sitting with her discussing, and first she said, you told him, no, I don't get involved in any religious groups or anything, But after I showed her, maybe I should show that one, that thing, maybe I'll show that. Okay, maybe I'll show that. But, so we sat with her and I told her about the interfaith. He said, Jega, don't bring interfaith up, okay? But I'm passionate about interfaith, unite people in our hearts and minds. It's a great challenge. Do we have the power to unite people? That's it. That's something, now in fact, what's happening there, dear devotees? There are many interfaith groups around the world. But most of them are just talk shops, they have meeting, every talk, interfaith, nothing on the ground. When we established in Malaysia something called the Friendship Group for Interreligious Service, FGIS. Friendship Group for Interreligious. This we set it up after 9/11. 9/11, the American disaster. We set up the Friendship Group after the disaster. We said no more talk. Let us now hold hands and do service to the community. And now we've got Muslim groups, Christian groups, all following our leadership. In 15 years now. And we're going so strong, so much things we're doing now. Though there are many other groups, there are dialogue groups to talk. But we have created a brand name for ourselves. Sai is chairing that particular session. And the government now is coming forward to fund this. Government asks us to do things. We'll fund you. Can you help us? The government doesn't know how to reach the grassroots. We are reaching grassroots. So this particular also, I was telling this lady about this activity we're doing in Malaysia on interfaith, you know. So of course Ravi said don't talk about it, but anyway I talked about it anyhow. And I showed her this video about one activity we did. I want you to see this again. I'll tell you what you see, we must do things, you know, that inspire people. You know, this country now is a rainbow nation. I think the South Africans are more familiar with rainbow nation. In fact, maybe you have more colors than the normal rainbow. How many religious groups you got here, brother? How many racial groups in this country? 35 something. So, and today, in the world, dear friends, I tell you, listen to this. But 5 months before Swami's Mahasamadhi, I was worrying about this. Swami, what is the, let me tell you this. For a few years before Swami's Mahasamadhi, something was worrying me. I kept asking Swami, what is your mission? What is your world vision? What is your world mission, Swami? What should be your world legacy, Swami? I kept asking myself. Then one day I wrote a big paper on this, and just 3-4 months before Swami's Mahasamadhi, I was in the veranda. Swami came to me and put the report on his lap. And Swami, I said, what is your world legacy? I said. Swami, I said, it cannot be your universities in India. That can't be a world legacy. It cannot be a super special hospital in India. It can't be a world legacy. It cannot be a water project in India, Swami. It can't be a world legacy. What have you come for? I asked him. People are stunned. I'm asking all this. And Swami, why would avatars come? Rama came why? Because of the massive problem with Ravana. He had to destroy the other meat thing there. Why did Krishna come? Because of the massive problem with the Kauravas. Massive adharma. He comes not to build buildings here. He comes to overcome adharma, consciousness, negativity. Christ came at a time to rescue the people from the negativity. Muhammad came at the time the Arabs were all white first. So like that, every avatar comes to fulfill a great divine mission of human transformation. And I realized one thing. I told Swami, there are only two. Think of this, okay? There are only 2 world crises that is happening now that was not there more than 60 years ago. More than 60 years ago, this didn't exist. Today, it's a major crisis in the world. What is it? For the first time in human history, religion can start a world war. Religion that is supposed to be the source of peace and love and harmony and caring and sharing is so distorted that it can start a world war. America and Middle East. One press the button to nuclear holocaust. Between Israel and the Muslims, the Middle East. Between Muslims themselves, Sunni and Shia. Sri Lanka, Buddhists and Hindus. In Fiji, Christians and Hindus. In Ireland, Catholics and Protestants. Devotees. God must be pretty upset. So what did God do then? He had come all the way there, the divine consciousness had come as Krishna, has come as Rama, has come as Christ, has come as all this. And suddenly he is sitting down there, Devaloka, and I always imagine this interesting that, like Vishnu, Ananda Shayana. Suddenly he opens his eyes and looks at my mind, all these guys are killing each other. The religions that I promoted in this world, suppose peace and love is becoming the source of human conflict, I better come down and sort this mess up. So he comes to Sathya. He gives us a very clear message, and he came. He put the world simple. All religions, What's the main meaning? What's the fancy thing to decorate the altar? Unity of religions. What do? We sit down in a little cult size and the books and train start sing Allah, Buddha, Allah, and thinking about clapping and singing, whole world unite. He made a joke of it. Really, I'm telling you. I said, Swami, we must play a role to unite the world. That's your divine mission. Number 2, what's the other great crisis facing mankind? For the first time in human history, dear devotees, dear youth, parents parents have been sidelined. Parents have been sidelined, parents have been made orphans. 60 years ago, parents were the center of life for all families. Today they are neglected, abandoned. Singapore has passed a law whereby the government can sue the parents can sue the children for neglecting them. What a shame on human consciousness. India has passed a law whereby the government can sue children who abandon parents. Can you imagine? Two of the greatest ancient civilizations, India and China, where Mata Pita Guru Devam has been the foundation of both cultures. In China and Chinese Confucian thought, they say Xiao. Xiao means filial piety. Government has passed a law. It's a shame on human consciousness. These two are the greatest challenges. And Baba has again and again and again talked about this. Parents are your greatest treasure. Parents, and look at Baba himself, role model. His mother wanted a small school, he built universities. Baba exceeded parental expectation. His mother wanted a small well, he built thousands of miles of water. Mother wanted a small clinic, he built super specialty hospitals. He exceeded parents' expectation. Today children are, except all of you, are falling short of parents' expectation. Devotees. So I put down the Swami there, two things. One is interfaith unity. The other one is, I call it no more Father's Day, Mother's Day. What Father's Day, Mother's Day? Once a year, Father's Day, Mother's Day, you buy a card and give your mother, dear Papa, and then with a poem, you can't write yourself, not you, other people can't write your own poem. Some other people write, no, they can't. Then they put, dear Papa, I love you, and give a purse. Give a belt. And the father cries, and the father and mother takes the purse, takes the card and puts on top of the television set, so that visitors can come and see you. My son sent me Father's Day card. My daughter sent me Mother's Day card. What nonsense. Only if it was a benefit of shopkeepers. So we launched in Malaysia something called the Hope Agenda. HOPE. Honor our parents every day. We took a massive program. We took it to schools. We showed it to Malaysia, Muslim country. We showed it to schools. Schools was done. They gave us permission to enter all the schools. Massive program we had, inter-school program. Devotees, I want to show you what we, that's two things now. What we do.
Malaysia is a multiracial and multicultural country with numerous mosques, Chinese temples, Indian temples all scattered around cities, towns and villages. Each religion has its own individual way of worshipping and recitation of prayers, which differ greatly. It is only through love and mutual respect for one another that a peaceful scenario could be established. Although different religions uphold their own beliefs, thoughts of compassion and charity is still a similar phenomenon. As such, 6 major religious groups comprising of Islamic outreach, Buddhist Mahavihara, Hindus, Catholics, Christians, Malaysian Gurdwaras and followers of Sai Baba joined hands to organize this very special fun day on 17th August 2003 for our extra special children, that is, handicapped and underprivileged children in conjunction with Merdeka Day. It was held in the compound of Melaka Suci. Total workforce consists of 755 volunteers, of which 159 are officials from 28 different organizations. In anticipation of delivering great love, we must
see, Malaysia has shown example to many countries, of economic development and many things. We hope Malaysia can show an example to other countries of all religions getting together to work together for the poor.
But there's one very strange phenomenon in Malaysia, that is, people of different races, they can work together very harmoniously. But when they put on the religious badges, suddenly they cannot work together anymore. The main objective of this event is to get together all the religious groups in Malaysia, so that we can work together for the benefit of the underprivileged.
Muslim. All those of you
together of different faith, race and culture together today for this special occasion.
Let thy name be ever on our lips. Let us abide in thee.
Melalui projek negara kita menunjukkan yang perpaduan antara kaum dan agama adalah terbenam dalam sanubari rakyat. Malaysia sekarang menjadi sebuah contoh untuk dunia dari segi toleransi beragama. Saya sangat
understanding people, we get together. We want to contribute our service to the needy people, underprivileged people. When they come here and join with our activities with us, and they are through their own heart, they can feel their happiness. They got different type of people, they are playing game. Malay children play with the Chinese children play with the Indian children, all together.
The most important thing is when the day is over, all the religions took part, the Hindu, the Muslim, the Buddhist, all must say, hey, we had a good time. I work with them.
So, what I am going to suggest is this. Consolidate the ideas. Let's not do too many things and do nothing. Consolidate the ideas. This particular this Jill lady from this Taipa Taki group, that's the other. A little miracle happened when we went to see her. Sitting down, and we were telling her about this some idea for something that you all can do, the community can do. I said, yeah. Show them the example of what Malaysia, show them this particular film. Then suddenly she said, white shirt. She said like that. And she turned to her friends who were there, other colleagues were there. Remember I told you the white shirt this morning? They all said yes. So I said, what? I was the only one wearing white shirt. Is there something wrong? No, I'll tell you about it later. Tell me what's the idea. So I told her about this and listen, they've got a stadium, they're looking for good projects, okay. And then suddenly I was saying that this lady comes, this councillor, Maureen, she's a councillor from the local council. So this NGO, this Jill is part of an NGO group. That's in fact working with the government, a lot of facilities. This councillor came. Then my computer got stuck, okay. This thing got stuck, I don't know what happened. So someone said, let's get an external mouse. Would you believe this lady, this councillor comes, you want an external mouse? Yeah. She opens the handbag and takes her external mouse. Any of you in your life take an external mouse in your handbag? Why would this lady coming for this meeting, she was not invited for the meeting, she just dropped in by chance, have an external mouse?
The facility didn't have one.
Huh?
The big community center didn't have one.
The community center, the good big building didn't have one. This lady had an iPad, then we used that to show this. Then he started by saying that, she's not interested in doing it. So I said, listen, that's a massive program. We are having an interfaith conference on the 11th, we have an interfaith conference here. And brother has got very hard work is done. He's got the Christians, the Buddhists, everybody involved, all of them. And I'm going to present to them the interfaith initiative in Malaysia, just to show an example. That's all. And we're hoping to get them to agree to do immediately we get them commit to interfaith activity. And we thought this is an ideal area to have a huge program on interfaith work for handicapped children. Everyone's sympathy will be there with this, everyone will come forward. So dear, what happened then? So this lady was initially hesitating to say something. And then finally, I told her, Ma, listen, I said, we're not going to force you to do anything. You decide what you want to do and then let them know. You know what she said? Nothing to decide. Agree, we'll do. So he was stunned again because he said they were not. So now that we can announce a project at the interfaith, and the thing is that the community behind you, the council behind you, you got and there'll be a hell of a platform for us to launch, a massive site and all the need to know. So that's one particular area in terms of services.
And then the other thing that I'm glad you all mentioned all this. We are seeing some schools, in today's time only. One of the things you see, youth, you all can do two things that no adults cannot do. Organize an interfaith music competition, music festival. Focus on filial piety, hope. Let them compose their own songs on reference of parents. But just put a mother, they can choose Mother Nature, their mother, whatever it is. Let them compose songs of that. Get them all to know different groups. Have a competition, get some prizes. End of the day, give everybody a prize. And the interfaith drama festival, inter-school drama festival, inter-community drama festival. You go there and help them, train them, motivate them. Again, choose the same team. Keep your team focused. You should be focusing on interfaith unity and family unity. One is doing this. If we can do that, then you establish your plan. We've got something now that no one else is doing. We're doing something that the commitment. And finally, I tell you something we've done in Malaysia, something unique, just starting, not starting. How many of you Indian speaking people, you know what's Ubayam? The Hindu temple you call Ubayam, you know what Ubayam? Don't know? Okay. The word Ubayam, you know what's Ubayam? Not donation. Okay, every temple, Hindu temple, they have what is called Ubayam. Ubayam Kar means is a person doing the Ubayam. Normally this Ubayam is done by the fat cats, okay? The guy comes and gives money for the day and then he provides the food for the temple and something. So he's the VIP, So the temple people he stands near the altar, the priest will come, and give garland for him and some food for him and mention his name, he's the VIP every day. It's called Ubayam. And Ubayakara is a name given for this particular person doing this. Malaysia, what we've done, but the poor have a chance to do this, become honored by the temple. We changed the whole thing. We just for Swami Mahasamadhi. We call something called Sathya Ubayam. That means we brought in old folks to the temple and we paid for the food, we paid for the clothing, saris and others, we put into the main Molastan of the temple. And we told the temple committee, these people are coming, dear friends, they are not your guests, they are guests of Lord Subramanian, the guests of Murugan, guests of Amman. Treat them like that. And we point them. So all these poor fellows don't have a chance to do this. Suddenly now standing around the altar, they were given the garland, they were given the thing. Now we are extending the same thing now to the Buddhist temple that you can do this easily. Forget the what Ubaya. Use the divine offerings, that's all. But the divine offers to the poor. The divine offers to the poor. Take the poor. You could home the old folks home. As somebody once said, focus on the old folks and whatever it is. Take the old folks, don't go to them. Take them to pastor. Go take them to the church. Take them to the Buddhist temple. And then tell the church people, we are bringing these people, they are the guests of Christ. Treat them like that. Give them some gifts they can take back. Give them food, honor them on that day. Let the father, priest come and give special blessing to each one of them. Let the Buddhist temple priest bless them, they come there to the Buddhist temple. I understand there are even Hindu old folks homes here. That's really surprised me. That's surprising. So take the Hindu old folks to the temple and tell the temple people, these are Ubekar. These are the guests of Murugan. Give them the food, give them some gifts. Right from the Molastan when it comes out. So we transform all these churches and place of prayer. Never been done before. Where the place of worship becomes. How many people offer to God? Now God is offering the poor. So do something that is so different. You consider this whether all this is worthwhile doing today. But make a brand image for yourself. The future, the people will, the moment you say, prayer halls serving the community, the moment they say interfaith unity, SI. The moment they say revival of respect and reverence for elders and parents, revival of respect and elders for parents, also for children, SI. So this lady called, the other lady called Tina Jones. She's a counselor, she's working with suicide people. Understand you all understand work with her. Work with them. I told her to Tina, listen, you're doing individuals. You're actually helping them after that thing happens. Organize events that will change consciousness so that it won't happen in the future. How? Motivating family unity, motivating these kids. I told Tina, listen guys, what you can do. Tina, these guys are coming to your center and you're giving them individual advice. But give them a sense of achievement. How? All of you get together, I told Tina, do this. You all can think about it. Organize a massive music festival with them. Organize a huge drama festival with them. Join them in the drama. You have this thing in a festival with them. Then you become working. Then, hey, every time they get up morning, hey, I got this thing to do, Give them a vision of what they want, something for them to do, to fulfill, not just to be treated for sickness. Change consciousness. Our main challenge side is not feeding the poor, so anybody can do it. The main thing, can we change human consciousness so that more and more people come into the realm of the activities we want to do. So this is a great challenge. So, before this lady sitting there holds 0 up for me, no, it's very science. So let me stop by my head and leave it all of you to decide whether these things go to our life. Please, I beg of you, I spend a lot of time coming here. I spend a lot of time coming here. Last 3 days, I spoke for 6 hours or 6.5 hours for 3 days. After the first day, I was almost, my wife was very concerned. I'm a heart patient, but I haven't had a triple heart bypass. But after the first day, I asked myself, should I continue to see the terrific time? Suddenly I continue, no worry. I'll look at it. So by third day, actually, I feel more energetic than the first day. Wow, drawing from the cosmos. So let it not be that this is another sadhana retreat you have. You all retreat away from your retreat is move forward. So you all can then, before you all leave this particular premises, okay, let's commit now. Do something that is not mediocre. Mediocre everybody can do, I haven't said it. Why should you need God's help? Do something that is so grand that will change consciousness. You'll be stunned, wow, this is doing this. And everybody wants to be part of it. If you do mediocre thing, why should you? Then you need God's help. Then God will come. Believe me, you dedicate and you will succeed. Don't say, how can you succeed? If you think you are doing it, you will fail. I am doing part of God's work. Swami, I am doing a mission. You cannot fail. So, given this, don't reach for the 0. Okay, brother, ask me any question you ask me. Any question? Any comment? Okay. Oh, there's a break, is it?
Just a quick 5-minute stretch break.
Stretch break.
Or water.
Okay, fine. That's okay. So you'll say something? Okay, break.
Yeah, 5-minute break.
5-minute break, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, you can have a little snack while you're talking about me. Very good, I have something. I look at your piece of paper. Your piece of paper here. So I said, hey, I asked your leaders, how long do I have for this? They say, I can kindly sit down. How long do I have? Half an hour, how to answer 30 questions. So I gave it to the 2 leaders, what's the name? Manta. Sudhi, can you go through all the questions, and you choose what I should answer? Things of general interest, There's a fantastic question I got somehow. Who is Sahil, by the way? So you are Sahil. He asked me the most fantastic question of all. which I have not received any sadhana camp for the last 10 years. How old are you? How old are you? I am 72 years old. I didn't realize my answer would give such applause. Now, there is one question here which I'm not too sure. I mentioned this the other day. How relevant you all feel it is. So anyway, the leaders have classified 3 groups of questions from us. I just picked up 3 and came forward, okay? I thought I was going to speak first. So let me answer another one. So without any signature, but I suspect it's the same writing. At least the pen is same. The question is, very nicely put, study or size stuff? I think you should have put Sai or study stuff. It's not like this is stuff and nonsense, okay? Good question. Dear youth, your first dharma is to be a son or daughter. Second, don't tell me you're plunging so much in Sai work that you neglect your studies, then blame. You see, because of Baba, I failed my exam. Study. The dharma as a student is to study. What is Sai stuff that you're studying that thing? Go and pray once in a while. Go to Sai center once in a while. Understand this. Take part in activities. Take part in activities. But I'll tell you something. Take this as a fact of life. All of us, you all think now that taking part in bhajans, Sai study activity, drama, song, whatever you do, is an imposition. It is not. It helps you greatly in your studies. As I you're paying attention, I am answering for you. See, believe it or not, your brain, I think you all have done this session already in your team unit. Your brain, this is your brain. This is your head, of course. It looks like one of you accident, okay? Now your brain actually is broken 2 parts. Left brain, right brain. Left brain, right brain. Okay, I'm not talking about those who have no brains, okay? That's a pretty sure, okay? You have something. Left brain, right brain. The left brain is what you use for studies, for logic, for reasoning. That's the left brain. The left brain, right brain expert is here, and my wife. She always says, I have no brain, so anyhow, the right brain, this is right brain. Left brain is studies. Right brain is used for creative activity. Right brain is the creative center of the mind. Many people who are studying only use left brain. They don't neglect right brain. Let me tell you this. How is right brain activated? Amazing science, sometimes a science. Right brain is activated by things like singing, drama, things that use imagination, languages, studying different languages, taking active part in things outside, it stimulates your right brain. So, when the right brain is stimulated, both left and right begin to merge, try to feed each other. And they have a system what is called mega brain. Mega brain. Dear friends, understand this. Every parent should not make the mistake of sending my children to class, tuition classes, studying bhajan, waste of time. No. You're destroying a chance for a child to become something. When I was involved before I became involved with Swami, in my work environment, I was involved in drama outside. Then when Swami came in my life, and I found amazing things happening. I'll go for meetings, big complex meetings about government issues. While I'm sitting down there, and we're discussing massive economic issue problems. And I'm thinking to myself, my God, the answer is so simple, how come no one is mentioning this? So I dare not talk about this, how come such a simple answer yet everyone says. So finally I fed up with him. Hey, listen, can I send you to do this? Hey, fantastic idea, Jega. I'm thinking, how come such a simple thing they didn't think of? You know why? I'll tell you why. Because this particular thing what Swami is giving us now, the seva, the bhajan, the single, creates, normally left brain is brain logic, you go like this. The thought process goes like this, like this, like this, like this. Once you develop your right brain, you have what is called intuition. Intuition. Intuition makes you go from here to here without going through the cycle. From here, it comes out. You don't know how you got the answer. You got the answer. So, when you involve study, but also take part in activities like this, that stimulate your right brain, your creative center. Then you have mega brain. Don't end up with no brains. This is the science of, look at it, every great scientist. Einstein, you know what Einstein did? You know Einstein, right? Yes. You know what did he do for right brain activity?
Violin.
Violin, yes, he played violin. Suresh, forget about Einstein. Suresh, you are a very brilliant guy, the gold medal winner in science. What's his right brain? Drama. Like that, Devotees, cultivate your right brain. Encourage your children to get involved in right brain activity. Music, drum, instruments, drama, language, create language skills, create some, I know why language skills create right brain, but it does. So that's the answer to the question. So focus on your studies, understand the precise stuff that you do will make you succeed in your studies. Okay. But depends on what stuff you're doing. Now the third question is the one I picked up the other one. This one I'll keep to the end. The time and interest I'll answer this question. Let me ask you what the question is. How did your life change from when you were atheist to how it is now? Now many of you know the answer, I think. How many of you don't know the answer? Very few. Then you better get asked from others. But if time is left, I'll get to this one. It's not as critical. How I became what I became is not critical. As much as how you are going to become. Alright. Now, questions of the youth. Marriage and dating. Youth relationship. I love you. Let us dance round the coconut tree. No, not Mulberry Bush. So, marriage, outside side only or within side? Feeling of not getting married, is it right or wrong? Devotees, let me start with that first. Parents also understand. Parents understand this. It is not necessarily the destiny of every person to get married. Listen very clearly. If you force the marriage, it could end up in a disaster. Sometimes parents think, because we want our children to be married, want our children to be happy, but sometimes you end up in a marriage miserable. So, don't force it. Sometimes, I tell you, I've got some example I've got in my own life. Sometimes you don't know what your destiny is. So always sometimes check horoscope is good. Horoscope will tell you whether you're supposed to be married or not. Sometimes you marry the wrong person. Marry the wrong person. You may have in your horoscope a death kind of thing. Marry, your father or mother may die. I've seen this happen too often. Very close, my family people also. They married, they didn't overlook that issue of this parents thing. Within less than a year, father died. Another one loved marriage, so they didn't bother to check the horoscope. They got married, that night the father died. They checked the horoscope, they found this person has got married. So better check horoscope. It's not a horoscope is not a joke. Okay? It's a science. But of course you must see who the person reading it. Make the correct interpretation. So my personal view is I got family members in my own family. Married and divorced. I own my parents, sometimes my sisters. Another sister not married, but very happy. She is now the head of this Temple of Fine Arts in Perth. So don't force things. Sometimes if you keep praying to God and asking, God may block, God may block, God may block. But you keep asking God, okay, go ahead, carry on. Then you find the answer which is asked. So ask yourself, what is good for my family? What is best for my family, my children? Then decide. You don't feel not being married, don't force issues. Not necessarily, I already know enough examples now. Not necessarily marriage creates happiness. Sometimes it creates a lot of bitter sorrows. Now we come to the other one of marriage and dating. Papa, this girl loves me, Papa. Papa, Ma, this boy loves me. Can we go dating first? And all my friends go dating. Why can't I also go dating? Good question. There's a candle here, very fun. What is the problem? Ma, all my friends are going. Why can't I go for a date? The boy is asking the mother. The girl is asking the father, mother. Darling, I want you to go. Then the girl slams the door of the bedroom. No, I'm not listening. Care for me, he doesn't understand. The other girl's mother loves her very much. Loves her to go dating. My mother doesn't love me. She only control me. Huh? So, we'll have to do a demonstration of what's happening. Who's the married couple among the youth? Who's the wife? Come. You're dating before marriage. No, I'm just asking. Hello, come on. Which transformation? So how many different people you did? Only one. You're only one. So you never caught so many fishes. So I was now I'm talking about the dating part. Then what? So you're relating. Are you related? Family friends. Both the sides. Huh? Why am I asking all these questions? Ma. Sir. let's assume they are still haven't got married yet. Let's assume they are total strangers, not what they are now. I'm just taking as a role model. As a model, huh? And she is Miss White, pure white, okay? No intention to get into any trouble, and she's pure white. It's a Miss White. It is a Miss Yellow, Miss White. Then here we have this guy. Hero. He is Mr. Hot Stuff. And they want to go for a date. Amma finally the mother, finally okay, they agreed. He goes to the club. Hey, am I talking about you? I'm talking Miss White club. I'm Mr. Hot Stuff, okay? So you have to go to club. So they go there, what happens now in this club? Is that gentle music being played? What's playing now? What's the music? What's the music? Example. And in that club or your friends, what place, whatever it is, is it very, very bright and lot of light around? No, dark light, right? So it hello, isn't it? You're going hey, what is it? Why you burn that thing? The leader of the youth and youth community Did you mean to light this paper, burn the paper? No. Did you mean for the paper to be burnt? Exactly. Dear youth, both of them came to, when she left the house, she did not mean to get burnt. When he left the house, he did not mean to burn another girl. You know what I mean of burn here, right? Must I explain further what is burn? But in the dark atmosphere, in the passion of the moment, without his knowledge, without his wanting to do so, suddenly a biological time bomb explodes. And this biological time bomb, unless you have the will, will burn. Do you think every girl who left their home to go to a party left their home, going for a party, thought that she'd get pregnant that night? Hello? Does anyone leave the home thinking I'm going to get pregnant today? Does any boy leave the home saying I'm going to make the girl pregnant? But given proximity, given opportunity, given an environment of pervasive behavior, the biological time bomb explodes. And they become the victims. They become the victims of their own biological time bomb. That is why parents are concerned. Not that they don't trust you. They trust you. The parent will give a parent is better take a heart and give the child protect my heart. That's the trust they have. But they also are aware of the biological time bomb that could explode and hurt the girl, hurt the boy later, and hurt the family. That is why parents discourage. If parent is someone, they know this boy is very trustworthy, they know this boy, the boy's family, they know this girl, they know the intentions are pure, then they may allow it to go. It's up to you now to win the trust of your parents. The parents would give their life in their hands. Someone asks you, your son and your family, someone you find, who will you give your heart to, protect your heart? That's a comment. They are not conformists, but the biological kind. You understand what I'm trying to say? No girl who leaves the house thinking I'm going to get pregnant. No boy leaves the house thinking I'm going to get pregnant. You want to be just friends, have fun together. Time bomb explodes. That's the reason why parents discourage. Look at the West, what's happening. What? So, why is that the parents discourage dating? Because of this. Look at all the Western society now, how many ladies pregnant? You know in Malaysia is happening now, girls being pregnant out of marriage and babies being dumped into toilet bowls. Babies being dumped along the drain side. Once they found a baby was in China after a pen, they let it down and the baby is still alive in the toilet bowl. Took the baby and saved the baby. Can you imagine, but the baby grows and someone tells the truth, how this baby will feel? It's a horror story. To prevent the horror story, the parents say, be careful about this. Not that they don't trust you. Marriage outside side only or within side. Doesn't matter, I haven't said, you know. Sometimes side first can be terrible first. Don't forget, there are very, very noble people who are not side first also. One thing is make sure, girls, you marry someone, make sure that person will care for you. Like eyelid cares the eye. God will protect you, worship you. Worship you. Consider you a Mahalakshmi in their life. Boys, make sure you marry someone who will look at you. They say, you know, they say, Kanavani Kanganda Devam. They say like the divine that you see in front of you should be husband. Likewise, wives should be like a Mahalakshmi in the house. Any house where the wife sheds tear, you will suffer. Of course, wives shed tear for all kind of funny things. Oh my God. All kinds of petty, nonsensical things they cry. Go here, brother, one, okay? Because you create sorrow that they can't help, they're helpless, you know, they shed tears and cry, God, why? That tear should not fall. You are responsible. Does that answer the question I'm giving you? Hello? You see, I'm giving you a science of life, okay? You think carefully, not put yourself in the position of parents, then you realize. Don't worry about Sai and Unsai. If you marry a non-Sai, the great challenge is to make the full Sai, okay? It doesn't matter. What you want is an honorable life. You know, she doesn't tell you, oh, you don't want to pay the Baba anymore. You pray who you want. Doesn't matter. I know many good families where the husband is a Sai devotee, wife is not. She doesn't. In fact, she comes to the Sai bhajan, sit on the back, totally bored, but doesn't matter. Same husbands. But ultimately, I find animals, we all become merged together. Once in our center, one lady, very interesting, she was fully Sai. Husband was not Sai. Not Sai, not into religion, whatever. Then one day, the husband suddenly got involved in Hare Krishna. And then she came to me as a husband, now somebody involved in Hare Krishna, I don't know what to do. I'm Sai, should I follow? Ma, follow. Go with him, don't wait to come back. Go Hare Krishna and sing. Baba is saying there, what do you do? So Hare Krishna, Baba is saying, don't differentiate. Go, at least husband, the family is united, okay? Don't let religion and spirituality and split the family. Okay. Most people in New Zealand are agnostic, 42%. I mean, there's a statistic on that. 42% agnostic. How do you know? People say, I'm not.
When they do the census, they ask people to line up their religion. The 42% put none. None.
So, okay, 40%, okay, fine, that's good. How to implement interfaith activity, those who are non-religious? Very good question. What are we asking to do now, interfaith? Are you telling them to go to the temple and pray? No, we're telling get together and to serve society. I don't care whether you pray to God or not. Come, join hands with us. And serve poor, serve the sick. Only thing with the interfaith group, you've got a cohesive force, okay? The periphery can be hundreds of others, They don't believe in God. The fact if they serve itself, Baba said serve the great, that itself they're worshipping only. The service they do is worship. No point having fellows who won't pray half an hour and every day doesn't do nothing else for mankind. Don't worry about being atheist. As long as they're noble people, as long as they love and honor their father and mother, as long as they don't do bad, that's religion already. Religion is what? Not how many puja you do. Religion is the way of life and how you live your life. Like them all in all. Agnostic, come. Have a special interfaith phenomenon. So you can have Christian, Buddhist, agnostic, all come together. Only thing, if you are agnostic, you don't talk bad about other religions. Anyway, that's all. Only rule is don't talk bad about anybody. How to keep faith when we have negative experience? How to keep faith in a negative experience? Good question. Devotees, how do you keep faith in a positive experience? Something good happens. Oh God, thank you very much. Something bad happens, you're blaming God on the Father? Not devotees. Faith has nothing to do with this. I told you my experience and I'm not going to repeat again. Very simple. What is your faith? Have faith in yourself first. Number 2, why is negative experience happening to you? Understand the law of karma. Understand the law of karma. Law of karma, you believe not law of karma works. There's a book called Vasishta Yoga. Yoga Vasishta. The great rishi who came to the court of Dasaratha in Rama's time. He gave a speech to Rama. Rama himself was questioning, about God and faith. And he said, Vasishta says, if anyone thinks that something is happening because of fate, no, that's a fool. Anything that happens is because of something you've done in past life. You're not getting in this life. Give an example of this beggar who goes and stands in the crowd where the king's daughter is going to get married. The king's daughter, all the princes are standing around there. The elephant's taking a garland. The garland, this is the book called Vaishta Yoga, try and get it. Powerful book. The elephant is supposed to go and garland the prince among all the people. Come there, look at this. We have bridegroom for this. The elephant goes past all the princes. The beggar standing there, puts the gun on the beggar. No, how give all the faith? No. In the past birth, he was a prince. But he did something wrong. He was poor or whatever, and then he is now born a beggar this time. But now over the years, he has worked out his karma. His karmic thing is ended. Now he is getting back to it. Everything. I know from my own experience. I know why my wife passed away, why my son passed away. Because of past karmic thing I have done. Believe me. But the most important message is this. Karma is not an iron bond. Whatever happens in the past or early this birth, you can overcome it by action you do every day of your life. You have the ability to reduce the negative impact of karma. All or increase negative impact, or increase positive impact. So don't ask this question. But how does religion help you? Faith help you. Give you the strength. My wife passed away, my eldest son, my youngest son, 21 years old, passed away. But I understood, I think that's karma is there. Because karma is there. Whatever tragedy happens, karma is there. Okay? When good happens, do I say, God, why is this good happening to me? You never ask that question. Devotees, in your life, our life is like ocean of samsara. Life is like ocean. This is your life. Hindus call it ocean of samsara. Up and down, victory, defeat, success, failure, happiness, sorrow. That's your life. It will happen to you. But understand this. This also will pass. Your victory will pass. You will have the drought of failure. Success will pass. Something goes on. So don't do anything stupid during bad period. Hang on to your faith. Hang on to your faith. Get through it. It will pass. Youth, you come across many chances in life where you have hurt, failure, sorrow. Hang on. That will pass. But you make some stupid mistakes, while the period of sorrow is going on. You make some stupid mistake while the success is going on. Then you increase your power. I'll tell you one guy, one friend of mine in America. He told me, Jega, I mentioned him or you know him. And he told me, Jega, he was in the film industry. Jega, initially, I was so much money I had, so rich, I'd go and take my girlfriend, boyfriends all and go to a dinner, big hotel. I'll spend $5,000 in a dinner without thinking, it's a waste of money. Then his life changed. The business plunged down. And now he's in a position whereby he has difficulty getting money to pay for his apartment. He said, only now I realize God is teaching me a lesson. I treat the wealth God given me as though it was nothing. The devotees, the wealth comes to you, it's Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi. Treat wealth with respect. Don't squander it. It will be taken away. The classic example of this guy. He come into the vehicle, I made a mistake. I'm a fool. I didn't cherish this Mahalakshmi that God has given me. Today I'm crying. I can't get to pay my rent. But of course, because he bowed it, he's now, after some suffering now, he see a light in the tunnel. This guy he's going to explode into a sea one day. I'm sure. He's going to become back again. But he's going to go through this trough. This also will pass. Devotees, I try to give honest answer possible I can to the questions they've asked. I'm not giving you the answers for to please you. I've given the answers that I know in all my life's experience now, what I'm sharing. So, we got any more time left? No more time left? No more time. I was going to ask you, anybody want a verbal question, you can take a verbal question. What am I? We have one more ceremony to do, right? Okay. We have one more thing to do. Yeah, please don't come and ask me, because our time is finished, I'm very tired. Somebody gave me a letter, two-page letter. All kinds of questions, 15 questions. Don't give me big letters asking 15 questions. Because this kind of sessions when we can answer this kind of questions. So I hope, according to your two leaders, they chose the answers, they just chose the questions, and I said, so if they haven't included your question in the list, don't scold them nicely. And Sahil, I'll be happy with my answer, okay? Sahil, happy with my answer? How old I am, okay? It's scary. Dear brothers and sisters, I will fly in the sky
Fly in the sky. Spirituality doesn't mean you crawl like worms. I'll fly in the sky just for you. I will be like the star. Make your life a star. Baba says, be a star in God's heaven. Don't be a worm under the ground. Be a flower in God's garden. This is my prayer to all of you. To every one of you here, whatever age you are, becomes a star in God's heaven that people can say, hey, what a wonderful person this is. Be a flower in God's garden. Even if you don't do anything great, the fragrance of your love must touch everybody. And people say, what a wonderful person this is. This is my prayer. Thank you very much. God bless all of you, okay? Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Can we have another huge round of applause for
Uncle, Auntie, it's been awesome to have you guys. You guys have inspired us, motivated us, and brought us a step closer to being a star. So thank you so much.
I would just like to invite Viva, who's the National Youth Advisor, to come and say a vote of thanks.
Salam everybody. I was going to do a vote of thanks, but then I changed my mind. I called upon two very young people. One is 11 and one is 13. And I asked them, would you please, gave them 10 minutes and said, could you please do a vote of thanks? And guess what they said?
Yes.
Okay. And the boy said to the girl, you're right. And off they went, 10 minutes. They've done it, and it's my pleasure to invite Karthik and Aditi to do the vote of thanks.
Om Sai Ram. My name is Karthik.
My name is Aditi.
And on behalf of youth and teen youth, we would like to thank you, Uncle Jega,
and Auntie Lalita, for taking time off your busy schedule and coming all the way from KL to New Zealand.
and talking to us about your spiritual experiences and teaching us the right way and path. So through your talks, we learned that we should respect our parents so they won't have to suffer, and we should make them happy.
We also learnt about the Mata Pita Guru Devam scheme and how it applied to our daily lives. Also, a very sincere thank you to all the aunties and uncles who provided us with beautiful pizza and for organizing this wonderful retreat.
It was incredibly fun and exciting. So a big round of applause for everyone who took part to make this camp a huge success.
Can we send a round of applause for Aditi and Karthik? Now I'd like to invite Dato Jega to do the blessing ceremony.